Hello, friends. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's Brandy with Bramble Fox, and today I'm working with the Dream Bright Perspective and some clear acrylic stars from the shop. I've also pulled out a mixture of some past Hip Kit Club kits to complete this layout with. I've just been flipping through the different papers to try to figure out which combination I want to put together. It's all going to be on white cardstock, the background is, but I'm wanting just a couple of pieces of paper that work well together. And what I'm trying to look for is a pattern that is similar in texture. So what I end up going with is I'm going to use this piece here, and I do end up going to another kit and pulling out a different piece of paper that is a different color, but it kind of reads the same. So both of them will end up having a white background with a solid color print on top. So I hope you can see. I mean, the shape is completely different, but maybe that makes sense what I'm, I hope it makes sense what I'm saying. Gosh, I don't really know how to relay what I've got going on in my head, but I'm going to fussy cut those florals out of that piece of paper, and I'm going to fiddle around with this for just a little bit. I'm trying to pay very close attention to make sure that I have these perfectly squared off. So I want where the corners overlap each other, I want that to create a perfect square just to make sure I have the same distance all the way around. Again, that probably doesn't make sense. I don't know, but I want everything to be really even and equal. I don't know if I managed to achieve it, but I sure tried my best to make that happen. So I'm also going to make sure, or try to make sure, that I put this photo here perfectly in the center of these two pieces also. It's a little more difficult when you're just trying to stagger pieces and you want to make sure everything is evenly spaced and stuff, but that's why I'm trying so hard, fiddling so much with it. And by the way, this is a photo of my brand new grandson. His name is Grayson, and currently he is almost 3 months old. However, he was not in this photo. But I haven't had an opportunity to scrap many photos of him. I'm going to have to get used to scrapping photos of boys. I now have two grandsons that are just a few months apart, and one granddaughter. Y'all mostly see me scrapping her, but I've got to get used to scrapping these boys. I'm going to have to get some different product. But you know what? I don't mind putting pink and flowers and stuff like that. Things that most people would consider feminine on boy pages. I just don't really subscribe to all of that. So I think that I'm loving the way that this layout turned out. Even though it's a boy layout, I think the flowers, and I love it. I love how this one ends up turning out. Now, one of the interesting things, I'm so proud of myself actually. I don't know why this is such a big deal to me, but it is. And I did not put a border around my layout. I didn't draw a line around my layout. I'm just leaving the edges blank. They're just white. I don't know. That is hard for me to do. I don't understand why, but I didn't do it this time. So I think that's a big deal. it's a it's a milestone for me. I don't know. It's weird, I guess. Okay, so back to the layout. I am trying to, once I get all of these glued down, I realize that I need to fill out that bottom left hand cluster just a little bit. And I'm trying to make it work here with these tags or these tickets, but it's not it's looking kind of puny. So I know that I'm going to have to go find something else. But I really, really, really wanted these tags on this page. They just seem like the thing to do. So I did die cut um, this viewfinder. I'm not really sure what these things are called. Viewmaster. That's what it is. The Viewmaster reel. I die cut that out, cut it in half, and I stuck it in the corner, and I think it's perfect. It fills it out just perfectly, and I don't need anything else there. Um, I do end up here coming back here in just a little bit at the very end and adding a couple of extra little things. But now I'm pulling out all of the embellishments. I do like that tag. I just put a tag there. I like it kind of crooked, but I'm really I do end up straightening that out here in a little bit because everything on the right side of the page, with the exception of the florals, is straight and square. If you understand what that means, it's straight up and down and straight across. It's not leaning or askew or anything like that. So I do straighten that tag up right there, and I will eventually put right just a little bit of journaling on that, but you're not going to see that in the photos yet. I thought the bird and the little cloud there that I put above the title were so precious for this layout. They just remind me of a small child. So I had to put those on there. Okay, now I'm bringing in my Bramble Fox stars, acrylic stars, and I love these things. They're such perfect scattering pieces. Bramble Fox has a lot of stuff in the shop like that you can just scatter around. Everybody, loves the little sprinkles that go around the pages, and these are a perfect way to bring in those extra little bits, especially for people who love to add the sequins to the page, but maybe they want to move away from that and try something different. Now I have pulled out just the clear ones, and they're a little bit hard to see, but I love the texture that they add to the page. You don't clue into them immediately, but it's fun. It's a fun little discovery when you're exploring the page. So thank you guys so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope you have a lovely crafty day. Bye bye.